Hello everyone, welcome to High Playing Games. Simon here with some F1 2019, F2 2018 Championship mode. I've never quite got the hang of how to actually publicise what playthrough this is, which is unhelpful. The game is updated to version 1.18 and they've brought out some Abu Dhabi stuff. Abu Dhabi! So I was just about to have a look. So these are the new premium liveries. I don't think they're the Abu Dhabi ones. It shows. I was just like, I'm not buying liveries. I quite like that one. I do quite like that one, to be fair. I can't buy those. But yeah, look at the holiday special. Jingle bells, smashing into turn one. Is that North Pole Energy? Oh, to be fair, that is quite fun. I do quite like that. It's this one. Oh, the Halloween one. Yeah, that did look quite cool as well. But I don't know why we've got an Abu Dhabi version of the... it just seems like a really weird thing to do. But what I do like about it, as I pressed the wrong button, let's hope we don't do that in a race, is how asymmetrical all of the colours are. It reminds me like a bit of this year's Williams merged with a 2014 Force India and a Battenberg cake. Very strange, I know. And they've done the same with the suits, actually, in terms of the premium suits. I'm just going to quickly swing on down. So, it's like... Do Abu Dhabi have all of the colours? I'm not really sure quite what their thing is supposed to be. But yeah, anyway, I just thought that was interesting before we dive into the F2 stuff. I nearly bought the Senna Prost DLC, actually, because it was at 50% off. And then I was like, no, it's just some time trials. And so I've not done it in the same way that I've not bought Lewis Hamilton's GT Sport DLC either. So let's dive in to our F2 Championship. Hello. Oh, that's me. As you can see, we are 6 points behind Lando Norris. Plenty of stuff going on. 17 of the 20 drivers have scored. Continue on. So, as always, I don't do any testing before I go live with a stream. And I was debating whether to do this or to actually stream the new... Well, it's not new, but in the Black Friday sale, I bought Grid, the reboot. So I will be doing some gameplay on that.
Welcome back to F2. It's qualifying and everyone here has their eye on the 4 points for pole position tomorrow.
Do they? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh good. Dry throughout. That's the main thing. Can't be dealing with anything else. Excuse me, I feel like I'm good at Spa, but I have no substantiator for any of that whatsoever. So yeah, let's see how horrific it is, especially in an F2 car. Yes. Deep dish is the way. Now, how does this car work in Eau Rouge? Probably not the best thing to do. Oh, is that gonna... No, it's not. Okay. I thought that was gonna do me in there. Giotto on pole. Our illustrious team member. Oh, they're actually going to let George Russell do well in the game? What? I always take a few laps to get up to speed, and then I feel like I'm good afterwards. Oh, that worked well. I'm so glad I increased the difficulty. I think this would have got very boring otherwise. Say, surely that's gonna, yeah, it is, you can see they're all catching up. Oh, they're all on the grass, don't do that. So back ahead. I'm not done well. Ah! Wow. That bollocksed it, didn't it?
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Russell, Giotto and Lando Norris. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action, and until then, goodbye.
Well, at least Norris didn't get the points. Ah, that was going so well until the final frigging corner. Never mind, never mind. Okay. Everyone looking relatively decent there. Still no points for Trident. Lorandi and Maney not looking like they're going to do much better. Maney's on the pace-ish. Now, will this game be kind to George Russell for once? Oh, as I throw a USB cable on the floor, don't do that. I wonder if it's worthwhile doing an alternate strategy, actually. Could be interesting.
It's Saturday and that means we're preparing for today's Formula 2 event here in Spa. As the cars are being prepared, let's join them trackside for the start of what promises to be a terrific race. Here are the starting positions for today's race. George Russell lines up on pole position with Luca Giotto alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Latifi, Alexander Albon, Ansete Camara, Aitken, Gunter, De Vries, Nurey Fukuzumi, Delatraz, Merry, Sean Galeo, and Maney, Markelov, Makino, Cuoco, and Dorian Boccolacci. Lorandi and Nico Kari completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Good eye. Well, we know that we've got the pace to be up the front.
Okay, don't worry about making places into one, it's far too tight. Concentrate on a clean exit so you get good momentum down the Camel Straight.
Yeah, let's stick with the... Excuse me as I start to choke on myself. I'm going to stick with the normal strategy. I'm not going to do an alternate, I don't think, because I think that we'll have enough clout to get back up the front. We were on for pole until we buggered it at the bus stop. So let's see. Oh, hey Manna, hope you're well. Enjoying your Saturday evening. Just here of your regular dose of front wing carnage. Don't know if you was here earlier, but my copy of Grid has arrived. Ah! See, that was fucking rubbish, Simon. Let's try that again. Oh, Markelov, you schnauzer. Oh. Maney, no. Eerie. Okay, we're on it. Let's catch back up again. Good price, yes. It was £26 on the gamescollection.net, or 26.95. But I had loads of reward points, so I added that together and I got that. I also got, just quickly looking across, Ace Combat actually 7 for 20 quid. I've spent so much on this bank holiday. I've also been brave and my big expenditure, because I was either going to do PSVR and do it on PayPal credit for a few months, or a racing wheel, and I've gone with the racing wheel. So Amazon had a lightning deal for the Logitech G29 for 120. So, oh, you bitch, Delatraz. I love you in real life, but don't do that again in the game, please. Oh, that was a cheeky little move. Love that. So yeah, so I've got the Logitech G29 wheel. So I will be trying to, for the first time ever, race with wheels in the new year. I tried it about 12 years ago with an old Logitech wheel that race commentator Jack Nichols gave me when we were commentating on stuff and racing on stuff together back in the sim race days. But it's exceptionally old, so I expect to be worse before I get better. Some people might wonder how on earth that will be. I saw that deal, I was really TV EMT. Tempted. I'm going to assume that that was hopefully going to say. So yeah, I was just chatting to my other sim racing mates, and theirs was saying that it normally only ever goes on sale for about 150. So I was like, oh, do you know what? I don't mind eating baked beans for the rest of the month. Do Gunther as well. Or not. Or yes.
We're
or not.
approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
That was a proper Tom lunge. So proud. Okay. Come on, we have the pace to do better. Bit cheeky on the Eau Rouge there, sorry. Ambitious. It was indeed. I think it was a go for it or you're going to smack into the back of them type drama alarms. So yeah, I've not gone for PSVR. I'm intrigued, but I know that I'll also be very, very motion sick with it, and I don't know if I want to basically keep borrowing other people's to see if I can get VR sea legs. And then if I can, then I think that will change my mind on it. Plus, I've also bought some podcasting equipment and stuff like that. So that means that I can start doing developer interviews and stuff live on stream and do it all profession stoof. Should be good.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
It's the first time I've actually made that corner all bloody race. What was that? If you could get both GTS... There. I am still tempted because the PSVR Mega Pack is still on sale, funny enough, in game. So, I had such a shitty experience. So, I was trying... Shop2.net had it so that you could pay it in 12 monthly instalments. And I was like, yes, I can pay £20 a month and not be like all destitute and homeless. Fine, let's do that. And the link to getting it done on PayPal credit didn't actually work.
We should be alright for the time being, but you will start to find it a bit more slippery out there.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, DeFreeze. I'm sorry. Not really, but he was so slow into that corner. I feel like their dig is much worse than what mine is. So I couldn't order it through that. Game have still got it up for paying it over 4 monthly instalments, and that is doable. But I just have to be careful, mainly because my radio station license renews in January, and it's kinda yearly, and it's 225 quid, and I'm like, ouch. Oh, using shrubs. Ah, Louis. I've not seen the F2 race today, actually. My stream gave up halfway through. I was like, oh, thanks for that. Oh. Don't Giovinazzi it. So yeah, it's good to know that GT in VR is good. I don't know if I'd want to do it in VR. I get travel sick in real life. And everyone kept on saying, oh, when you learn to drive, travel sickness will go. But it didn't with me. And so I just felt constantly ill when driving everywhere. And I was quite a panicky driver anyway. Probably because my Fiat Uno, it looked like if you looked at it awkwardly, it would fall apart. That is probably the best pit entrance I've ever done in my entire life. Oh, yeah, but no, we're not going to get too fucked over. Okay. Usual fair Ragnathan was crap, lots of strategy. Talk.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
I love that Ragnathan. So when my stream cut out, maybe it was because Ragnathan got the fastest lap of the race. Even Alex Jakes was like, like the next lap, my stream was like, I can't deal. Bye. I can't believe that guy has got a second like ban. I think that is utterly hilarious. Ooh, nearly. And it's just through like a complete like gap in the rules that he was even allowed to take the start. MP Motorsport should be like, he's got to be bringing the massivest budget to that team ever, because he crashes quite a lot as well. So it's not even like let me think of a slow but safe pair of hands. I'm gonna have to think now. Chilton, there we go. Max Chilton. Actually, I think Max Chilton got a really bad rap, but Max Chilton never crashed the car. So, like, at least if he was paying, it wasn't as if. Oh, I'm not quite sure where to go here. Oh, this could be awful. Hey, it's a me, a Crash Bandicoot. Bit cheeky on the racing line, but I don't care. Yeah, he must bring some horrific budget, like Maldonado style. Where are we coming back out? Oh, Russell's been absolutely bum raped in the pits. My game hates Russell. Oh! Right, we need to get past Lando. It's for the championship. Yes. Oh, don't Maldonado it. Oh, leave him room, leave him room. Alright. Well done. Felt like that car was going to go horrifically tank slappery, but it didn't. Oh, Latifi. Oh, talking of other Williams questionable moves, Roy Nissany is testing in the Abu Dhabi test. Roy Nissany was essentially the 2017 well, no, was he in 2018 or was it 2017? Shit. Yeah, Roy Nissany, sorry, testing the Williams. Apologies, I was getting all crossed up. He was like the back marker in GP. Ah, yeah, it was GP2. That would be why. So 2017. Like better than Channock, his father, greatly. But he's effectively kind of like a where Calderon is now, kind of like slightly detached from the rest of the field, or at the rest of the field at the back. It's a woeful appointment to have as a test. He wasn't particularly fast. And whenever he got into really good positions, in general, he then got overexcited and smashed it up. So it just feels like a really weird person to test. However, the Nissanis must be very, very rich. So Williams chasing that dollar. And talking of Williams, whilst I've got it in my head, Ben sent me a Twitter message today that the Williams store is 75% off all merch, which means it's a normal price. Yay! And so I bought myself a Williams t-shirt. In fact, I bought two. One that is black with the blue, like the lightning blue motifs on, and then the other one is the other way round, where it's mostly lightning blue with black bits on. They look really swish. It's still more expensive than what I'd normally pay for clothes because I'm a skank. But, this is not going to work! Fucking Latifi. Well, me, to be fair. That was terrible. Let's try that again. Apologies for the replay. Let me have a quick swig of drink. It's been a long day. What's that? I like how your slide slowed down Norris instead. Yes! Okay, take two. And my penance is that I won't overtake anyone into the bus stop. That's my penalty. It's the problem with talking and racing at the same time. Especially when you didn't sleep last night and you're knackered as fuck. Damn it, Norris. Wow. Sergio bottoming out. Why did you even do it? I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. It's like when people say to me, "Oh, just pick whatever you want on the Just Eat menu," and then you'll just like add to basket, or you can eat buffet. Yeah. Some terrible driving by me this evening. Apologies, everyone. Norris, no! Nice to see Norris win the head-to-head that everyone seemed so obsessed about, but I really couldn't care about the Norris versus Sainz. I know they had, Sky Sports had Zach Brown as their guest this weekend, but everyone trying to make so much of that qualifying battle. Ah, fucking hell.
Right, so we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
We've driven woefully.
Ahead is 3.7 seconds.
That's my own penance, you stupid driver. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be painful. Ah! Oh. Oh.
sustain this level of damage.
Fuck, that brings Norris to 4th. It's my own fault though for driving like a pleb. Oh, whoopsie. At least he didn't break his arm. Hashtag Monaco. I always feel like when the crowd cheers like that, there must be an overtake going on somewhere else on track, but I have no reason to know if that is real or not. That's better, okay. I think we're getting to grips with the dodgy wing a bit better now. Okay, let's make this card as wide as your ass, Simon. "35 years of practice of having a fat ass." Ah, shit. Where is he? There he is. Oh, Christ. You can do it, Yano. Comment of the day. Love it. Bring me my trolley train, bitches. Oh, it's so snap heavy. And I think that's because you get so lazy with the F1 cars, or I do anyway. I think that's because I probably run with traction control on low or something. Oh, Christ. It's alright, we're going to get him back down at Stablo. Or not. Shocking. F2 is so much fun with a wheel. I bet it is. I bet it's really like keeps you on your twitch sensors. Ah! Russell! Sort him out! And Albon! Oh! Nearly spat me off. Might be in shrubs.
Final lap of the race.
I do like how the AI actually know to go for your slipstream. What was I playing the other day? It's a PS3 game, Ferrari Challenge, made by EU Technics and published by System 3. EU Technics, I think, get quite a bit of a bad rap. Their NASCAR games on the PS3 are way better than the NASCAR games that we get now on PS4. And but their AI for this game was a mixture of like doing some really inspired stuff, and then it would forget that the corners were there because it was too busy trying to defend me, and then it would just like spear off into the gravel, and I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, they're actually like really reacting to everything around them, and I was like, except the corners. It was really depressing. So even though I was like dreadfully slow, fuck it. Fuck it, we only need to get over the line.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in park for nine.
And an incredible win for Campos. Brilliant performance. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think they kept a cool head.
Well, I didn't. I was fucking rubbish.
Everything better.
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's race.
Well done,
And there are a lot
teammates.
of people in the paddock very happy with this result.
I don't know if
It's
Giotto will be
Campos
back for
on the top
Formula
spot.
2 next year, actually. I've been a bit... He's got really good pace, but he's been a bit so hit and miss this year. Alright, what did that
So then,
ruin?
it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Roberto Meri. Was probably one of his best drivers of the season.
Oh,
and I was
Davide.
very impressed.
On to the teams then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from ART this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. Goodbye
Good.
for now then, but we really are just
Okay.
getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out.
Who did well,
tomorrow.
who did not? Giotto doing well for us. Excuse me. We did not stay good with Norris, sadly, so we'll have to make that up in the feature. Delatrazioni DNF Gunther well off the pace as well, must have been hit. Aitken getting points. Galealin for Prima. Let's take a look at the stand-ins. So we're now 10 behind Norris before we go into the sprint race. De Vries moves up to 5th ahead of Camera. Sorry, Sergio. Giotto gets ahead of Russell somehow. No other changes elsewhere? Nope. No, and Russian time have a shocker. Oh, no Markelov in the points. And this game doesn't seem to like Makino, who was nowhere near as bad as what this game makes it out to be. Although now he's over in Super Formula. Super Formula! That was a Yarno drive. Hold them up until the end of straightaway. Unlucky, sir. No, that was my own terrible driving. That was my comeuppance, sadly. Right, let's enhance my calm and get it onto the old the win, hopefully, for the feature race, the sprint race.
Okay, remember to brake early for turn 1, as the pack's gonna bunch up. There's plenty of runoff if things get too close.
I'm playing Skittles, mate. Ah, come on. I'm going for that again. Let's do the outside. Let's do it. Yes. ART 1-2. Wow.
Now for the rest of the race.
Really?
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
I think we'll be alright though. Famous last words!
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
I'm so confused. What is going on? I don't know what happened, but we're up the front for now. What's my wing like? Oh, Christ. Yarno 2.0. Oh, it may come, son. Beep. You. Now that he's getting divorced, I wonder if that was for his wife. Oh, hey, Random
That
Aussie.
was the fastest lap of the race so far.
It's okay. I've been driving like an absolute twat all evening, so I wouldn't worry too much. Hope you're well, though. Just saying earlier, as part of the Black Friday deals, I bought a Logitech G29 wheel. So I shall be graduating from controller to wheel in 2020. So expect the front wing count to only increase. Anyone got any predictions for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to Moz? Ooh. I predict Hulkenberg will not finish his last race. Oh, that's an Arden conking out at the back. Gunter. Oof. Nearly. I'll throw one back to you to get more of your funny predictions. My predictions... Well, to be fair, when I do the predictions on the Failcast, in general, they're actually quite accurate in a weird way. Like in terms of driver moves and like pace and stuff. Not always the results at the end, though. It's going to be a snooze fest. I agree with that. I couldn't read the Aussie before the end of the straight. I shall get to that in a smidge. Predictions from me. I think Hamilton will win. I'm kind of vaguely hoping that Vettel will do something really amateurish again. Because I don't think his head's in the right space, because he's just become a new dad. And unlike Daniel Kvyat, who seemed to be buoyed by it all, he doesn't seem to be... I don't know, he just... Well, I think it's just a symptomatic of this year. He's just been dodge. So I'd like to see one final Vettel stupidity. I'll read that down the Camel Straight. I don't think either Ferrari will be on the podium. There we go. Oh, yeah, Nico Rosberg. Mr. Embarrassment. The problem with Rosberg is that he has essentially now just become a YouTube personality in terms of like his entire personality and meme fest. So you can't have a discussion with him without it just being like, I'm going to make every sentence into a thumbnail! Album podium then. No, I think...
We're leading our teammate by 5.2 seconds.
I think it will be Hamilton, Verstappen, and then Bottas. I think they'll charge Bottas up and let him go, and he'll grab third. I think Albon is. I'm a bit worried for Albon because yes, he's done better than Gasly in that car, but he needs to be. It's yet another race where he just seems to be like it's a sixth but slightly disconnected. He does seem to be quicker in the races compared to his qualifying pace. So maybe that will prove wrong. But yeah, I think it'll either be Bottas or Albon. And it will depend with Bottas how much he's allowed, like how much that extra engine horsepower actually gives him with the new power unit and just having it turned up to max and go for a blast. Seb's on the... I think Seb qualified on the soft tyre, so he's on the wrong strategy and will just kind of lose out from that way. And I think... Stop it, Norris! Stop it! I think that Albon... Oh, not Albon. Leclerc will... just kind of be in a bit of no man's land. The only thing that I think might stop Bottas is that Abu Dhabi does have a big field spread. And so if Bottas doesn't get past people on like the first couple of laps, I think there'll be drama. The only thing I think that could throw in a juicy fly in the ointment is seeing perhaps Grosjean smashing into someone down at that chicane. And actually I wouldn't put it past Bottas to also do that and smash into someone down at the chicane as well. So that will do that. I think Renault will beat Toro Rosso in the championship for was it 5th in the championship? I can't remember now. But those points will all come from Danny Rick, they won't come from Hulkenberg. Formula 1.5 Drivers' Champion Sainz. So that depends actually. I can't remember how many points Albon is behind Sainz. I would kind of like it to be Sainz though. Trying to read a really high up comment where someone says Hamilton announces his retirement to become a pop diva. Love it. Classify 1.5 as okay. It's not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Signs. Definitely signs then, because. Yeah, because it's between Sainz and Gasly for 6th in the championship, isn't it? If I remember rightly. I can't remember where Albon is points-wise. He must be an outside shot. But no, definitely Sainz then for that. Carlos Sainz, I think, alongside Verstappen, probably gets my Driver of the Year vote, actually. Ben and I normally do a bit of a weird season review, so we'll see how that kind of plays out when we get to do that. crazy prediction is that due to a Vettel-inspired incident... Ah! Stop reading the comments and remember to be on the track. Sorry, I was too busy reading Nana's corporate thing. Let's remember that there's a corner there. Vettel-inspired incident, wiping out most of the things. Ricciardo gets a podium. Oh, that would be amazing. It seems weird that in a season where both Toro Rossos have been on the podium, Renault have been pretty much nowhere near outside of... wasn't it Monza was their biggie? Wow, we've lost loads of time compared to Albon. Where's that all came from, Alex? Always locked up. Oh, that was terrible. We stayed ahead. Ah, okay. Come on, Giotto, take Norris. I need you for my championship helps. I might, if people don't mind, dive into Monza after this as well and do like a double header. People are about. If not, I'll catch up on the replay. Whilst I've got the time. I've got a video going out, well, it's today now technically, to explain that throughout December I'm going to be a bit AWOL getting my website sorted out for the COPA ruling, because where a lot of my videos have been marked as kid friendly. Fuck shit bollocks. Okay, that should sort out this video. We should I'm building out my website so that people can actually find all of the videos that will no longer be notified for anyone with. Ah, shit! Alright, brake early, stay on the inside. Nice. Ah! No! What? So that was the weirdest thing. Sorry about that. The reason why that confused me was that the random Aussies thing got... See, this is how shit YouTube is. So YouTube said that the random Aussies thing is... comment is held for moderation. It must be because it's got the word ghost in it. Ah, I hate some of the things that this platform does. Very annoying. So then I'm trying to unhide all of the comments. Alright. Norris, no! Stop it! Alright, that was a decent enough exit. They're going to be under attack! This all feels very much like the previous race. go. So I'll definitely do Monza on this live stream as well. And then that's good, because then that means that I can do a double header finale live stream to round off this championship and get it out of the way before Christmas. Oh, no, 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 no! Norris! Shh. Right. It's time to pastor it. Oh, no, it's not. Message retracted.
Brilliant stuff from Campos today. What a superb victory.
Right, that was my cheeky round. I'm sorry for my shitty driving.
Was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can. It's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over the entire
Brucey bonus indeed. Brucey bonus.
To keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires. That's where they
tires. Okay, we'll move on to Monza in this live stream as well. So if you are watching live, stay about, grab yourself some snacks and some drink.
The podium now. Campos have come a really long way in this sport. And what a special race this was to see the
Campos going all the way to F1 though. That's the thing. Okay. They make Lando look like a toad.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's tape. The lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Luis de Letras. He was just perfect in conserving the tires and made the difference at the end.
And now a look at the team standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. That's the end of today's race. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sure you'll agree it was a great race and sets us up nicely for the next instalment.
Weird selection.
Take care. From Davide and I, it's goodbye.
On the old thing, so something must have happened there between Russell, Latifi and De Vries, because they all dropped back and they were battling behind, weren't they? And it must have been then when Albon got past all of that they were able to catch me back up again, because I was quite comfortable until the last 3 laps. So standing wise, that puts me 5 behind Norris. Camera up to 4th, Aitken up to 10. Galeo gets past Fukuzumi. Campos do go into F1, then that's going to be a Road to Glory season. We get every YouTube. Yes, agree. Ugh. Make me sad. Right. Whew. How many front wings will I destroy round Monza? Answers on a postcard if your number can fit on one. Oh good, it's dry, thank
Welcome back.
Friggy
and now
for
it's
that.
time for the qualifying session to determine the grid order for tomorrow's feature race.
Yeah, if they come on for 2021, so there will be 6. Manor. The thing is I can't really disagree with that. At all. 100,000. Thanks. That whole thing for F1, whatever the F1 2021 game will be, and we know it will be a Cody's game because they've extended their contract and they've bought the Project Cars teams, Slightly Mad Studios, which is an interesting development. There's my setup just in case anyone wants to know how to drive poorly. If there is a new team, then that's what everyone will go for. The only thing I might scupper that is if Mick Schumacher ends up on the grid in F1 2021, and everyone decides that they're going to play as him. Oh no! Take 2. Project Cars 3 equals Toka 4. Oh god, yes please. It's a 150 metre board. My apologies. Oh, tardy on the old accelerator. Artem, who's back in F2 next year. Yes! I love Markelov. Didn't particularly shine in Super Formula though. It's poor round Ascari. Ideally love to see a Toka game back. But one of the things that I do plan to get next year actually is some of the touring car stuff that's on Race Room. If I can save up and get the package where you get like everything, that would be great. And Project Cars are kind of spiritual successor of Toka. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Particularly the way how it's got its career mode all sorted out.
Tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, which are Russell, Markelov, and Sergio Sette Camara. Goodbye for now, then. But we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Trident's getting closer to the points, but not quite. MP still at the back, looking sad and delicious. Latifi showing his class. What else we got? Okay. And Norris down in 9th. Love it. We can do this. We can do this. Oh, lots of people have commented on my Patreon post. Good-o. Ba-dum-bum-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. Actually having a set career mode and not Grid World Series. Yes, agree. I miss progression. I hope that's how they start to bring the F1 games.
Welcome everybody to the heart of Italian motor racing, Monza. We're here with Formula 2 for what ought to be an extravaganza of excitement and action. Let's head to the start line and get underway. As the engineers make their last inspection of the cars, let's take a look at today's grid order for the race. A fantastic effort from George Russell yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Artem Markelov in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sette Camara, De Vries, Luca Giotto, and Merritt, Aitken, Albon, Norris, Louis Delatraz, Cuoco, Galeo, Arjun Maini, and Lorandi, Latifi, Fukuzumi, Gunter, and Nico Kari, Makino, and Dorian Boccalacci rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Woo. I know, I agree. I want the F1 games to, if they could, do F3.
You can run side by side into the Rettifilio, but don't brake too late on these cold tyres or you will hit someone.
But also I'd quite like them to... So the reason with that is that we'd then get Macau in the game. I'd love to see Macau, and then basically put it so that we've got let's go reverse strategy. That's what I've done. Oh, soz. My bad. I want to go reverse strategy because I'm bored of us getting stuck in the pits all the bloody time. So let's see how horrific this is going to be. But yeah, so if we can get F3, then you graduate to F2, and then to F1. Even if they've done it like how WRC done their games. I know WRC games are very marmitey and in some cases not very good. But at least you have that career progression going up the tiers. You can still jump to F1 if you want to, obviously. But I'd really like to see that. If they were then to add in... What other series would I be interested in? See, I would have said Renault 3.5 because then you get things like Norris Ring or something like that. Add in the W series, get some demographics in there. Because then look what we get. We get Zolder. We get Brands Hatch. All of those kind of things. I'd just take a DLC track pack as well, to be fair. I'm going to shut up and drive now, sorry. I was getting on my high horse. This could be a terrible idea.
Okay, we're through the start phase. Now let's build on it.
Little bit wide! Front wing time!
Good job, nice overtake.
No Norris. We can't use that trick forever though.
The track is clear. Green flag.
He's in trouble, I can't see anyone. Oh, it's Gunther again. That car has more breakdowns than my dad. You have to be so choppy getting through there, particularly when you were on the slower tyre. I think this will start coming to us in the second half here. What's going on up ahead? Ah, shit. That's 2. We'll get a penalty if we do that again. Don't do it, don't do it! So skiddy! Oh, Giotto! Was that on Gunther's oil? That's something I'd like to see from F1 games, actually.
Right.
we've started to see consequences for running over debris,
The car behind is
which is
dropping
great.
back. We're seeing a gap form.
Oh God. Sorry for the chop, Jack, but that was more about just me wanting to be able to stay on the actual track rather than anything else. Christ, what's going on behind? Alright, damn it. Ugh. No!
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I am not okay. I've Brexited myself. Again. One. Just 5 to go. I think Aitken might have me here. Oh, if one of the other AI could just, I don't know, take Norris out, that'd be great. The other thing of running a reverse strategy, assuming that we get some clear air towards the end at some point, is that gives me the chance to have a go at the fastest lap. If I have the pace, I'm not sure if I do. Gently does it. I'm kind of relying on the fact that even though everyone will be getting slipstreams off of other people and therefore in theory gaining time, they'll still be too busy holding each other up in the corners for it to really matter. Hopefully Russell and Co will all be pitting soon. There's 2 in. Great. Goddamn Norris.
Is coming in for his stop.
What was that? That's better. Friesen and Russell in. Don't know if anyone else was doing the reverse of Rouge Stratage. I don't think they were. Are they actually going to let Russell get out in front? Yes! Good work, everybody. More people between me and Lando. Makes me a happy soul. Felt like that was going to snap. Another good lap.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
Yes, talking of grid, now that I've got that for PS4, I shall be putting up some gameplay footage of that. There was another racing game that I have bought in the Steam summer sale, but it's an early access, like cutesy one. It's called Hot Lap Heroes, local multiplayer only. It's on a very slow early access loop by the looks of it as well. But it really reminded me of one of my favourite Mega Drive games of all time called Super Skid Marks. And the whole idea of Super Skid Marks is that you were able to race with cows on wheels. I've got a funny feeling Super Skid Marks is a Codemasters game as well. All very Cody's related.
Okay, we're definitely seeing some signs of abrasion on your tyres now. They should still be good to run on, but they won't be at their best.
Oh my god, I'm back again! Russell's closing in quite quickly. Ah, cool. Thank you, Minute. So yeah, I shall be doing some stuff with Hot Lap Heroes. I have a funny feeling though, it's one of those games because it's in really early access that it's got no AI. So it's literally like local multiplayer only. Bye bye Nico Kari.
Russell has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
Is there online? I don't believe there is online for Hot Lap Heroes.
Caution, caution.
That doesn't mean that it wouldn't work with Parsec though. Ooh, that's not good. Or the
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Steam Share Play or Remote Play, whatever it is, which I've yet to test.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
But talking of really, really good kart races, actually, Super Indy Karts comes out of early access next year, and I've been it's not very often that I'd be like, this game has been in early access since about 2016. And you'd kind of be like, roll your eyes. But that is a Mario Kart, like early 90s Mario Kart. I wouldn't necessarily say beta because it's just full of indie game characters, but it's superb. So that would be cool. There is actually another kind of little top-down cutesy racer game coming out next month. That name has escaped me, but I have been cheeky and asked the developer to see if they would be willing to provide a review code for me. Well, I don't think I've helped my chorus because I'd be like, I'm going to probably buy it anyway. Super Skid Marks is one of the free games to have the extra controller ports in the game. Yes! J-Karts! Micro Machines 96 Turbo Tournament was the other one that I've got of those J-Karts. Again, code is... Ah, oh, fuck it. I'm not having a penalty. Right, we're going to get absolutely mugged. How about beaming? Beaming tea. I do have it actually, but it's on my to get into and have a go at kind of list, as there are so many games. And once I've built up higherplanegames.com to be a much better, chunkier and good resource. That's going to be when I really go for it. Whoa! Albon, you beast! That was a bit... Is that just me, or was that poor AI that they could have just got out and just moved slightly to the left? I was in the pit lane. Imitating life with the dive bomb there. Oh, George! Driver in front.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.4.
Don't think we'll be making that up, do you? Oh Christ, not with driving like that, we're not. look like 11 seconds on the map though. It must be, but it doesn't look like it.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Gap
Nice.
to teammate
Couple of
Henry
extra
is
points.
9.0 seconds.
That means that I drag Camera and De Vries along with me, then that stops Norris getting to them. I'm not enjoying the lesbians this evening. You feel so sluggish. Seven 7.4. That was just horrible. Right before the 150 board, not on it, Smithy. I think Georgie Porgy has run away with this one. Oh, how it pains me to see him not run away in the actual races in F1 itself. Although,
This is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
so what the F1 posted a Twitter thing showing. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I misread the boards. Oh well. Second for me. Doing a Kimi Räikkönen a la Brazil. Oh shit. Don't throw this away now. We'll bring it on home. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so what the F1 posted out, qualifying whitewashes. I found it really, really interesting that in the most recent ones where someone has out-qualified all of their teammate all year, 2 of the most recent 10 is Martin Brundle being out-qualified by their teammate all year long. It was Schumacher in 1992. And Häkkinen in 1994. And I thought, Christ, I don't remember Brundle being a bad qualifier.
Bring it home.
I just thought, oh, Martin. No one show him that. He's sour enough as it is.
A great win then for the ART team today. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
Tires.
The Formula 2 car are all the same spec. The winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
Do you like that helmet, Artem?
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car. That works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Roberto Merri takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, what do you think you'd go for?
I have to give it to Lando Norris. One of the best things about Formula 2 is watching these young drivers grow and mature, and it feels like his career took a big step forward today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams' Championship. Carlin have extended their lead at the top of the standings. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So we take over with 5 points. Yay! De Vries gets ahead of Markelov, Russell ahead of Giotto, Fuoco ahead of Boccolacci. I don't even know where Antonio Fuoco is this year. No changes in the teams. Let's get forward to the old sprinter-oo and finish off this quartet. Other people in that weird out qualifying thing, there was quite a lot of Minardi stuff on there. So Alonso out qualified Young all year. And Davidson with these two things. You basically had to do it. There had to be 14 races or more where people were paired up for it to be included on this thing. So Alonso had done it to Young. Excuse me.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Oh, sorry, Webber had done it to Young. My apologies, 2002. But Pierluigi Martini done it to Paolo Barilla in the late 80s as well. I think there was a third one where one Minardi driver had absolutely rinsed the other one out. But yeah, the Brundle one just really surprised me. Oh, it was Foco. Oh, what a move! Oh, I'm pleased with that.
Nice move. Good job.
Double whammy. Love it. So lock-ups for Lando. Let's hope that means his tyre wear's going to go down the roof. Oh, Albon, beauty. Mind you, it's going on for the lead as well. That would be Aitken, and I can't remember, it must be Markelov up front. Yeah. What can we do?
Just moved into first place.
I don't think so. Ooh, handbags at dawn for the lead. They've been side by side practically all lap. Turn up front. I don't feel comfortable with that. We learnt our lesson at Spa earlier. Alex. A bit cheeky there, Artem, but okay. This is exactly what I need, because I need some points buffer over Norris, because Singapore is not a strong track for me. Know where he was. I'll piss off with Norris getting into third. Bane of my life, that man.
fastest lap of the race so far.
No! Shit. That's going to compromise me on the exit. I am a sitting quackage.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Top 10, Jeff, wake up. There you go. Ooh, a little bit tank slappery, that's not helpful. Crisp exit out of Lesbian 2. Yes.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
I'm also quite conscious I don't want us battling too hard because otherwise we'll fall into the Albon, Norris, Russell, Aitken battle that's going on ahead. That was terrible!
Okay,
No. Rewind! That's 2 then, Manor. 2 front wings gone. Ooh, who's in trouble? Oh, it's not Albon, is it? Oh no, it's Markelov! No! I mean, yay for me, because that means that I should, in theory, be alright now for the win. but that just makes Norris closer and means that the gap between us and the championship is not going to grow enough. Not liking. Albon, take your Alb off, please. It's a shame, but it's been quite a juicy battle between Markelov and myself then.
Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
I've never heard it called come off either. It's gone off. Or went off. Okay, 2 to go. I wonder if in the next game they'll start putting up "This HUD was provided by AWS." That looks like a hot mess in the battle for second.
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 9.
Go on, Albon.
Seconds.
Whoa! Sorry, I was too busy looking at the chat to see if anyone had chatted, and they hadn't. But my phone was being silly. Apologies. The perils of doing a live broadcast and doing everything yourself. Here we go! Over the line! Hey!
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Took a few respawns, but okay. Cheers, Jeff. Christ.
An incredible win for Campos. Brilliant performance. It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's race, and there are a lot of people in the paddock very happy with this result. It's Campos on the top step. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
Oh, Lorandi, so close to points.
Who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you...
Trident still on 0.
I think it has to be Maximilian Gunter. He got the strategy spot on and consistently at the pace to come through as well.
On to the teams then. It was a
Aiken
tough
was
race for our
last.
championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. There will be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you'll join us at the next race when Formula 2 returns.
So that, in principle, moves Lorandi up to 18th ahead of Maney, because that's a 9th place, and I think Maney's got a 12th. No other changes there. That puts us 10 clear of Norris before we get to Singapore, which is where I'm terrible. So that's really handy. And then it will be Abu Dhabi's for a finale. Probably do that as a double header in a couple of weeks' time to round this off as like a ta-da for Christmas type thing. I hope you're all well. Take care, and I'll catch you soon in High Playing Games. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget that I also have a Patreon campaign for supporting me to do not necessarily my live streams here, but all of the written reviews and video reviews that I do on computer games on this channel and on highplayinggames.com. Take care. Bye-bye.